All right, listen, I understand. I know this came out like a couple hours ago. I'm aware, all right? I saw the title in the first couple of seconds and I knew I had to click on it, okay? Don't say you didn't feel the same way or you wouldn't feel the same way if you didn't see that in the first few seconds, all right? I saw it and I was amazed by it, okay? Charlie's got some intriguing titles, but I'm sure you guys don't understand what I'm talking about today because it just fucking happened. Which, by the way, if you want to watch it, go and watch all 3 of his videos about the entire immigration system problem with the ALGS stuff. Okay, Charlie, right? We're talking about Charlie today. Go ahead and watch that stuff, okay, instead of watching mine. He talks about it way more in depth than I'm going to be talking about it here. But I just wanted to put my 2 cents in. Apex is a game that I just love. If you guys have been around for a while, you know that I used to use Apex as gameplay, and I want to get back into using it as gameplay, but I don't know. I feel like these other games that I've been using have felt a little bit better than Apex, sadly. Okay, I do enjoy Apex though. Apex is just in general one of my favorite games. So when it came to ALGS, I get a little serious. I get a little serious when it comes to this stuff. And his team, right? I believe they used to be called Team Burger. His esports team, his previous esports team, because he had to get rid of them. They were basically denied citizenship. Like I don't even know how many times. They were denied it like multiple times to the point where he eventually had to get rid of them. And the insane thing about this recent video is that even after getting rid of them, 2 of them still could not get into America. They're Australians, okay? Keep that in mind. They're Australians, and if you don't know about how the American system works, essentially, like, there's like different forms of visas that you can get, and the one that they were trying to get was a very easy visa. Like, 99% of the time you get in with it, and somehow 2 of the members still couldn't fucking get in with it. I listen, dude, I can't tell you why. I don't know why. I don't know how. You know, maybe the agent that was working with them was secretly a TSM fan or some shit. I don't know, brother. Maybe they were secretly a fan of another team. I couldn't tell you because it is insane how many times his team essentially got denied access to America, and they finally got access to America, right? Okay, so let's give it up for Not Moist, Team Not Moist, because they're not associated with them anymore, but give it up for them, all right? Because oh my god, dude, they did incredible in the recent games that they played in. So that's great for them, right? That's great that they played incredible even after all of this insanely stressful stuff. But this whole thing just got me like thinking about the immigration system, and it's just crazy how it works. But most importantly, the fact that Charlie is attempting to sue the US immigration, and when he talks about the immigration system in America, it kind of got me, thinking about it. Essentially, what he talked about was that most of the time, usually people do actually sue the immigration system, but since no one gets punished in the US immigration system, it doesn't matter. Essentially, people will sue them, and the person, the agent, or whoever's in charge of whatever case that is going on, it doesn't get hit with any flack, right? They won't get in trouble. They'll keep their job. So something that Charlie brings up that I thought of like right off the top of my head is essentially, what if somebody is racist? Like, what if somebody in the immigration system that's trying to get people through is like an actual racist and hates people for the color of their skin or something? So like they'll see a person who wants to get into America and they're just like, nope, purely because of their race. I mean, listen, Charlie couldn't get 3 Australians in. Imagine this dude with other people. Like I said, maybe this guy just genuinely was a massive Apex fan, and he's just like, he's like, these guys are good, man. I can't let them win it all. My team's gotta win it. But it is insane to me how this one agent just essentially is allowed to kind of just get away with anything and everything. Like that's what pisses me off, okay? That's what genuinely just pisses me off, is that he's essentially allowed to get away with so much when all these guys are trying to do is get into America so they can fucking play a video game, okay? Like, it's like they're treating it like these guys are like national threats, you know what I mean? Like they're carrying like weapons of mass destruction into America and attempting to like bomb everybody and hurt everybody, you know what I mean? It's like you guys are treating it like this is some massive fucking terrorist group or some shit attempting to hurt Americans. They're just a couple of gamers from Australia, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it just got my brain like thinking. I saw this subject pop up while I was working on another video, and I just said, I have to talk about this. I was in my brain, I was like, I have to talk about this. I have to say something. I watched all 3 of Charlie's videos. They're all just him essentially getting super pissed and angry, and the fact that this video is 19 minutes long just goes to show that he is, he's pissed, all right? Because I could probably talk about this in a couple of minutes and, I'll get my point across about the immigration system, but he's fuming, all right? Charlie's fuming, and I just kind of feel bad for him. Essentially, I feel pretty bad for him. And on top of that, I am kind of excited. I guess that's kind of what I wanted to get out there before I ended off, is that I'm a little excited. I'm excited for this suing, because the thing that he points out nearing kind of the ending talking points of his video is that a lot of people don't typically push or fight for anything. Like, they'll get given something and then they'll just walk away and say, all right, I guess.
So we are suing them, and you know what I've learned through this lawsuit process? It turns out that there is corruption built into the U.S. Constitution itself, where even if we're successful in beating the U.S. immigration in this lawsuit, they cannot pay us out any damages, of which there is a lot. But it was alarming to learn that the U.S. government is not liable for any of these damages that they were directly responsible for us, in regards to us. That's kind of crazy to me. So what possible incentive do the workers at U.S. immigration have for even doing their job in the first place if no matter what happens, they don't suffer any losses? So it turns out people sue the U.S. immigration office pretty often, and it doesn't look like they fight that frequently or fight that hard. Very rarely does a U.S. immigration lawsuit go to trial, apparently, because they're more than willing to just settle because they lose nothing. They lose nothing by not doing their job. We also can't even go after our agent in particular who mishandled this case, because to do that, we would have to pierce the corporate veil of the U.S. fucking government. We would have to go through Uncle Sam to get to that agent, which is not happening. That is an unwinnable battle.
But with Charlie, I feel like he's actually going to fight for something, which is great, because maybe it will genuinely fight for like change, which is crazy to think about, right? It's insane to think that like a YouTuber like Charlie, it might have like a massive impact on our own government. I know that he points out multiple times that he's obviously not going to go deeper into it and try to get to the agent, because you'd have to go through Uncle Sam. You'd have to go through the whole damn system just to get to that said agent. But still, the fact that he will actually be attempting to fight it is crazy to me. Like, it is insanely crazy to me that he's doing that, because it genuinely warrants change. And that's great, because again, our immigration system here in America, for people who are not here, right? If you guys aren't here, if you don't know, it's terrible. It's god awful. It's extremely hard to essentially get into America through a system. Sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes it's the fucking easiest thing in the world. Okay. Like I said, it depends on the agent you get. And it's just baffling to learn through this entire situation that essentially the people that are in charge of getting people through, they don't get hit with anything. Nothing getting them in trouble or anything. They could essentially deny you no matter what. It doesn't matter. Like, they could just deny you if they really wanted to. Even if you meet every credential, even if you meet everything, they could still say no, which is just, yeah, man, it's frustrating. I know you guys are probably wondering why I'm even making this video, especially since the video just came out recently, and it's because I've been wanting to kind of talk about it ever since the last two videos. And now that he's suing the US immigration system, I just thought I'd kind of talk about it, I guess. I know that you guys are probably going to come here and say this video is like extremely pointless and just not really like needed, but I don't know. I just found it to be interesting. I also just really needed something to talk about, since for anybody who's been around here for a while, I've been working on the other videos, right? One for Noah Samson's situation with TBYS, and then one for Lex Up Dog's stuff. But that stuff is extremely draining, because if you know me, I'm not like a political YouTuber. I don't really like politics all that much. Not really a big fan. So just kind of listening to a lot of these people talk, especially when it comes to political stuff, it just drains me. Essentially makes my head hurt, okay? Because I just can't stand talking about these things. It's just, it gets to be really painful to edit and to look at and to watch over and over and over again. Then I have to kind of stop myself for a second, because it's just like, it drains you a lot. But like I said, if you're coming here to tell me this video was extremely pointless, why was it made? You know, I know, okay? Like, I know that it isn't like some high effort, you know, out there thing. I just wanted to get something out real quick for you guys, so you guys don't have nothing. And on top of that, I just haven't been home. I wasn't at home, and I had to get something out, so I was like, this will be quick, and I could just kind of show my excitement for the fact that Charlie is, you know, he's doing something that I think is really, really, really good for everybody. everybody, essentially. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on the subject, or maybe you guys know a little bit deeper or more about the immigration system than I do, because I didn't know much about them until I learned from Charlie's perspective of things. I didn't even know it was really that inherently bad. I was convinced that our system was pretty all right, pretty fine, pretty normal, and I guess not. But I'd love to, like I said, I'd love to hear your guys' opinions if you guys have any, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. But before I roll the outro, let's give a big shout out to anybody that's part of the Big Baby tier or higher, that being Pakui. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel and basically just showing your support to me. And let's roll that outro. And if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. And if you guys really love my channel and videos and want to show support to the channel, feel free to become a member. It starts at only $2 a month. I know, lower than most channels. And it comes with perks like special emotes for live streams, members only live streams, and just many more perks. But anyways, guys, I don't want to keep rambling on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.